All right, good morning and welcome to the Utopian Cafe for Thursday, July 29th. So the programming has been all over the place the last couple of days, rainouts, low batteries. So a little bit later on the cafe today, I just realized I didn't even type up a report last night because that Yankees Nationals game went 16 innings and I ended up moving Twins Indians to today. So today we're going to do kind of an old-fashioned Utopian Baseball Universe report because nobody is aware of anything that happened last night. So we're going to get to it, and then we're going to talk about Xbox and trivia and a couple different things today. So let's get right to it and get you the scores and some highlights from last night. The Mets ended their 5-game losing streak, beating the Orioles in Baltimore last night 7-1. Mookie Wilson, Turkey Stearns, and Mike Piazza each driving in a pair of runs for the Mets. Jeff McNeil and Darryl Strawberry each scored twice as Jerry Koosman improves to 7-8 for the Mets. Steve Stone takes the loss. He's 7-10. Cal Ripken Jr. hit a 6th homer for Baltimore. Last night, I don't know if anyone watched it, one of the craziest games in the history of the Utopian Baseball Universe. Nationals won 7-6 in 16 innings. Yankees led this game 3-0 right off the bat. Lou Gehrig, 3-run homer, boom. Early nail in the coffin was maybe the thinking at the time. The Nationals got one back. They ended up tying it. Later in the game, they took a 5-3 lead. Then Derek Jeter in the 7th inning had a 2-run single to tie it. Lou Gehrig then homered for a second time to take the lead. The Nationals would get to Aroldis Chapman in the 8th to tie it. And then there was nothing for like 7 innings. I don't even think there was a hit, to be honest. And then in the bottom of the 16th inning, Anibal Sanchez, who was like the 6th Nationals pitcher used and is used primarily out of the bullpen for this Nationals team, hits a solo homer off Whitey Ford to end the game in the 16th inning. It was just crazy. The actual game time was just over an hour. Usually I play these in about 25 minutes. So crazy game last night at Nationals Park. The Red Sox beat the Blue Jays again 6-2. They take the series. Game 3 of that series is today, but they've won the first 2. They're now only 5 games back of the Blue Jays. They won 6-2 last night. Jason Varitek, 3 for 4 with a homer, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Roger Clemens, a complete game. He only struck out 3, he walked 5, but he did enough to get that win. Clemens is now 12-4. Roy Halladay takes the loss. He's 7-9. And in Montreal last night at Bronfman Field, the Expos beat the Phillies 4-1. Bryn Smith, 7 2/3, 6 strikeouts. Andre Dawson hit his 19th homer for Montreal. On the Wednesday night showcase game last night, the Reds swept the Brewers 8-3. That's 6 straight losses for the Brewers. Reds knock out Juan Nieves with a 5-run 4th inning. Johnny Vandermeer, 8 innings, 8 strikeouts. He was also 3 for 3 at the plate with an RBI and 2 runs scored. One good note for the Brewers, Christian Yelich, 4 for 4 with an RBI last night. The White Sox shut out the Tigers 7-0. Mark Burley was brilliant. Complete game, 2-hit shutout, 12 strikeouts. Carlton Fisk had 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Harold Baines hit a 3-run homer in this game, his 10th of the year for the White Sox. And the Pirates beat the Cubs last night at Wrigley 8-4. Bill Madlock with a pinch hit grand slam in the 8th inning. Chris Bryant with a pair of solo homers. Harvey Haddix improves to 5-3 for the Pirates. Jake Arrieta takes the loss. He's 5-2. The Rockies win big over the Mariners last night, 12-0. Rockies scoring 11 runs in the 6th inning. Charlie Blackmon with a grand slam that knocked out Chris Bosio. John Gray with a 3-hit shutout in this game. Dante Bichette also homer for the Rockies, his 7th. Another shutout in the West last night. The Diamondbacks beat the Padres 6-0. Second consecutive shutout against the Padres. Ian Kennedy this time. Complete game, 4-hitter, 7 strikeouts. Eric Burns with 4 hits and 2 runs scored. Miguel Montero, 2 hits and 3 RBIs for the Diamondbacks. The Angels beat the Giants 8-6. Angels scoring 4 runs in the 8th. Wally Joyner with 3 hits. His batting average is now 347. He still leads the universe. He had two RBIs and 3 runs scored last night. Homers in this game for the Giants from Barry Bonds, Buster Posey, and Pop Lloyd. A third shutout last night in the West as the Dodgers beat the A's 6-0. Don Sutton, complete game, 5-hit shutout, 6 strikeouts. Corey Seager with a 2-run single. Dusty Baker with 2 hits and 2 runs scored in this game as the Dodgers whitewashed the A's. The Durham Bulls' 7-game winning streak ended last night with a loss in Kansas City, 6-5. Lorenzo Cain with a sac fly in the 8th that gave the Royals the lead for good. Eric Hosmer homered his 12th. Dan Quisenberry earns a 16th save for the Royals. The Braves pulled off a sweep in St. Louis, winning 6-4 last night. Ronald Acuna Jr. with a 2-run homer in the 7th that gave the Braves the lead for good. Stan Musial homered for the Cardinals, his 13th. Ted Simmons homered his 5th. Phil Niekro improves to 11-3 for the Braves. Al Hrabosky takes the loss. He's 2-2. The Rangers beat the Rays last night 6-5. Pete Hill, 2 hits, including his 11th homer. Brandon Lau had 3 hits and 2 RBIs for the Rays. He also scored a run. And in Houston last night, the Marlins beat the Astros 8-1. Sandy Alcantara, complete game 7-hitter, 5 strikeouts. Hanley Ramirez had 3 hits and an RBI. The only run for the Orioles, a solo homer by Carlos Correa. Without attaching specific times to it, they're just going to happen between now and about 4 o'clock today. We do have the Xbox doubleheader. Twins at Indians rained out last night. That's going to be Kenta Mayata versus Addy Joss. And then Giants at Angels, Juan Marichal versus Jared Weaver. This is what the rest of the Thursday schedule looks like. We've got Red Sox at Blue Jays. That's going to be John Lester versus R.A. Dickey. We got Phillies at Expos, Pete Alexander versus Corbin Burns. Tigers and White Sox today, Bill Foster versus our own Jack McDowell. Pirates and Cubs in the afternoon. That is Jamison Talion versus Kerry Wood. We've got Giants and Angels, again, coming up on Xbox. A's and Dodgers. Catfish Hunter versus Fernando Valenzuela. We've got Rays at Rangers. That's going to be Hilton Smith versus Kenny Rogers. And Marlins Astros, Levon Hernandez versus Pete Harnish. Did I get all the games? And Yankees Nationals. This is the rain makeup from a couple days ago. That's going to be Andy Pettit versus Jordan Zimmerman. So 10 games today instead of 8. 2 of them on Xbox. We'll get your report tonight for all the rest of the games. I want to talk briefly about trivia last night. We had another fun show. Tim St. Clair and James Silverglad advance. They weren't even in the tournament 3 days ago, which I think is interesting and fun. We had, let's see, I think Brett Bamford was the only participant that originally signed up. We had 4 people never respond to the invite or maybe change their mind. Jamie had some issues, but he's going to be on Tuesday. Jeff Turner is going to be on Tuesday as well. So Tuesday's trivia is going to be 8 o'clock, Tuesday, August 3rd. So if you've committed to it and can't make it, let me know. Mitch Nellis will be there, Kayla Nicole, Jeff Turner, Jamie Howell, and others. Remember, for the first 2 seasons of Gilligan's Island, the professor and Marianne weren't in the credits. So if I didn't name you, you're still important, and we're going to see you guys on Tuesday. So trivia is shaping up. The first semifinal game, it's going to be Greg, Madison, and the top scorer next Tuesday. And in the second semifinal game, it's going to be childhood friends Tim St. Clair, James Silverglad, and whoever finishes second in the semifinal, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. We got some comments here. Greg Maternowski in the building, wishing me a good morning. A good morning to you, Greg. And he loves the hat. Yeah, I went Expos today because I'm wearing blue shorts. I'm not going to show you the shorts. We've seen the shorts. We don't need this. We don't need to see the shorts anymore. But yeah, so exciting things happening in the Utopian. We're getting into that stretch now. We got August coming up this weekend, so we're about 2/3 of the way through the regular season. As it stands right now, we'll take a quick look at the standings. The Blue Jays have a 5-game lead on the Red Sox, 8-game lead on the Phillies. In the South, Braves with a 5.5-game lead on the Rays, 6 games up on the Bulls. In the North, Cleveland, hot. 3.5 games over the Reds, 4 games over the Pirates. Pirates are a third-place team now after being the top team in the universe for about 2 months. And Padres with a 1.5 lead on the Giants, 5.5 up on the A's and Angels. Dodgers are right there as well. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. So I'm trying to think who's a guest on which show. I'm going to get that worked out later today. But I know Stan is going to be a guest on the cafe. And then I believe, Stan Phillips tomorrow, 7:30. Will be a guest on the cafe, and then I'll be a guest of his on Monday at 7:30. So looking forward to having Stan on again. So when we have Stan on going forward, we're going to talk about Major League Baseball, what's going on with the Mets and Major League Baseball. And then we'll kind of do the same when I appear on his show, but he's going to allow me a couple minutes to give a Utopian Baseball Universe update on Mondays as well. So very excited for that. Again, Xbox doubleheader today, Twins and Indians, Giants and Angels. On tomorrow's show, we will, along with having Stan on, we'll get you guys a preview for the weekend. Exciting things are happening in the Utopian Baseball universe. Everyone have a great day, and we'll see you for those Xbox streams later this afternoon.